We're going to kick things off with Bayonetta, which is unexpectedly brilliant.
Yes.
If I do say so myself,
It's
because I reviewed it.
It's by Platinum Games, who also made Akami and Killer 7 and stuff like that. Or it's made up of those men. Yeah.
It's ludicrous, basically, but gloriously so. It's sort of like the Japanese games of old. Like it's unashamedly gamey and like really sort of joyous about it.
It's also rather raunchy.
It is, yeah. It's pretty saucy. Even though, I mean, it is really sort of saucy, but it never really tries to be. You know, like how games like try to be really sexy, and you go, oh god.
That's just some nerd who's written that.
Like there's a blocky man like pushing his blocky tongue towards another blocky woman. It just looks like horrible.
Dragon Age.
It's not sexy like that. It's sexy in a sort of violent and sort of with just an overtly, obscenely sexy lead character.
To the untrained eye, this might look a bit like Devil May Cry and the ilk.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it in sort of raw control terms, it's fairly similar. I mean, what you're doing is you're stringing together massive combos by pressing like 2 buttons. But I mean, Bayonetta is so much more than that. I mean, there's so many combos, and you switch weapons sort of mid-attack. There's a real sort of beauty to dodging their attacks, because that gives you you can see that's called witch time. Just gives you a few seconds of slow motion.
Is that when she
to
gets the naked?
execute some really big attacks. And you know, that's sort of like your reward for playing the game really well.
What's this gigaton thing? Is that a scoring system or?
That's just sort of like it encourages you to press the buttons really fast to inflict more damage with like your big attacks. And there's all sorts of other bits and pieces, like this is like a Space Harrier style section.
Oh yeah.
Just randomly halfway through, and it's just really exciting. It breaks up the action really nicely.
Is it full of? As I'm aware, it's full of great sort of references, pop culture references, video game references.
Loads. There's quite a lot of Resi references, because I think some of the team at Platinum worked on Resi.
Yeah.
There's some Sonic ones, obviously, because it's a Sega one. What else? There's sort of a reference to all bald Space Marines. It's really sort of
That's good. It's quite
really
annoying.
clever and funny. And Bayonetta's a genuinely likable character.
Yeah, I think she's pretty sassy and pretty.
She was so her so anyone who doesn't know, her hair is her weapon.
It is, yeah, and she uses it there to finish off that boss, and that's called climaxing.
Of course,
that
it
sort
is.
of game.
Is that her? I can see her bare buttocks.
Her buttocks.
They're not bare. the leather on them is just very shiny.
Sure.
You just wish you could see her bare buttocks.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she's pile driving a big snake thing. Look
She's not done with it yet, though. It's about to get some more pain. Pain.
The other thing is, I mean, it unlike a lot of the games like this, like Ninja Gaiden, it caters to all difficulty, to all sort of skill levels. You can play it on really easy, and like all your dodging's handled automatically.
That's where you can play it one-handed, as the developers.
You can play
said.
it. You can play it one-handed, but yeah. Or you can play it sort of, medium or above, which is like a genuine challenge. So I mean, it's there for everyone, and you're always rewarded. So.
The one-handed was if you're cooking or doing some filing.
yeah.
Not looking at
or
her
drinking a
naked
cup
buttocks.
of tea. No.
Oh dear.
I'm thrashing one out. That's what you wanted to say. Oh. So yeah, thoroughly recommended. Even if it looks really mad, it's brilliant.